So welcome guys to this first YouTube video in the new format. In today's video I'm going to be talking about something very simple but yet really important. If you want to launch your SaaS, whether it's a web app or an app, whatever, okay, mainly web app obviously, we're going to be comparing tools you can use such as Webflow or for example Framer. Is also something that has been, pretty, like, a lot of people started using this just because of how easy it is to build. Even though I actually started with Framer, and in my opinion, the only problem with Framer is the code access that you have. Obviously, in Webflow, it's basically you are building from scratch in HTML, I would say. It's basically HTML. The other thing is also HTML, but the way you have access to everything is as you would build up a direct code page, kind of. And obviously such stuff like animations and so on, which you wouldn't really be able to do with code, are doable in Webflow. The pricing of it is a bit weird. For example, the uploading of files isn't the last pricing plan, and Framer is also, I think, a bit cheaper. If you look at the pricing, personally is €5 a month, and you already can connect your custom domain. I would go with Framer if you're building up a app. Again, you just want it to get done as easy as possible. You just want to have a landing page and just redirect people to the App Store, to the Play Store, etc. If you want to build up a web app directly, I would more go with Webflow. Okay. If you're more building if you want to more build with AI, obviously, what you can do is, in my opinion, Loveable is the best, definitely. Yeah, obviously Loveable is the best. I actually just did a one or two prompt. That's a one prompt page from Loveable. It's a AI coder, you can say. In my opinion, everything currently is a bit overhyped, as people are trying to display these certain tools. Even though obviously Loveable with a one prompt to get this out is pretty cool. You can export it, etc. It definitely has something, but it's not there where you can build a website like Webflow. The only hard part on Webflow is you gotta be able to use it. Okay, it might take a bit more time creating a landing page, just because of every single thing you gotta do it, like every little thing that you're gonna put up on the website needs to be adjusted manually. That's kind of the thing. But stuff like Loveable, if you want to be quick, want to have a general standard landing page, then obviously Loveable is pretty good. But the next problem with Loveable is there's going to be lots of people trying to create SaaS web apps this year, etc. And if everyone is going to be using the same tool, and the same tool has the same, I would say, skill on building the website, nearly every website will look the same. It's kind of hard to describe, but the vibe of the website is going to be the same. But I mean, like this, for example, is a one prompt. I need a website for a car dealership, make 5 sections. This was the prompt, and it created this. Obviously, it's pretty good. It just needs quite a quite a lot of work, but I'm gonna be honest, it's really good for one prompt. But you can't compare something like this to something like this, which you can build on with Webflow, for example. Yeah, this is not possible with Loveable or anything like that. This is more possible with Webflow, and I'm not even sure if this is even possible with Framer. When I started, because I started the SaaS with Program Builder, and at the beginning I didn't know shit about websites or programming or code, which was like in August last year. And I started Framer because it just looked really easy. But after a couple of weeks or so, I realized, okay, it's not possible to actually export code. I think that was also the problem. Yeah, you got custom code, but you can't, I think, export code. Yeah, okay. In Webflow, you can export code at the last subscription plan. So if you want to build up the landing page, export the code, and then host it yourself, you can get the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. You can just export it. The next cool thing is obviously you have really easy custom code, whether it's styling or JavaScript. You got quite lots of usage into that. Also, just the usage with IDs. You know how you can just do certain things. It takes a bit of work, but once you get used to it and once you actually know what Webflow can do, it's really, really awesome to create landing pages and even integrate your own apps. And the next cool thing, if you got a React app that you build and you still want to have it on Webflow while having the landing page also on Webflow, etc., you can use iframe to take your React app onto Webflow. This is what I've done on Webflow. On my SaaS, so if I scroll down to 3D product images, you can see, okay, it's not loaded up here. That's literally just an iframe with security on the server side. Obviously, yeah, this is kind of a thing. You can iframe it into Webflow while having Webflow involved. So these things are Webflow, but the code embed right here is iframe, so I can just build up a React app, a tool, etc., and still use it in my SaaS. And yeah, that's kind of the thing with Framer. I'm not sure if you can do that actually. It's just people like the simplicity of it. In my opinion, it's a bit overrated. I gotta be honest. But yeah, Loveable is a pretty good way to have at least, I would say, a good beginning of your tool, like a standpoint that you can use in order to build up your SaaS or whatsoever. It's a good start, I would say. You can then go publish it on GitHub, export the code, open the repository, and make edits on it with cursor or something. Yeah, pretty cool. This was a quick comparison between all of them. I would say if you got the time, then I would go with Webflow. If you want to be more simple, it really just depends on the goal that you have, what you're trying to build. Then you can definitely use Framer. And if you don't want to waste too much time on the landing page, just use Loveable. It's, in my opinion, the best when it comes to design in terms of like bold, Replit or stuff like that. V0 also. But Loveable has the best designs when it comes to AI coding. That's, in my opinion, a fact. It's really, really great for what it can do currently. Anyway, this was, I think, with the video. This was just a really quick video between Webflow, Framer, etc. Anyway, this was with the video already. And yeah, we're going to be seeing each other in the next one. If you've got any suggestions on what you guys want to see, just let me know, and we're going to be seeing each other.